I think it has something to do with some sort of desire people have to see the divine or the godly in the physical form. Like they don't want just a belief in God. They want to have a God or some sort of divine presence on earth where they can just surrender their free will, you know, or just give up any kind of pretense to having a free will, and they can just, you know, let this person guide them. You know, they don't have to make real decisions anymore. You know, they don't have to really think about it too much anymore. They just need to do the cult program, be able to regurgitate it to people that might be possible potential members, and that's really all they have to do. You know, and the rest is just sort of like I don't know, I guess it's sort of like a warm, fuzzy, feel-good feeling. I don't know how else to describe it.
It's probably way more appealing when you're a complete fuck-up in your real life.
True. You know, someone just saying, well, you're not a failure, you're a success because of this. You know, you can basically distract yourself from your shortcomings. I suppose that's what the Destonians definitely do.
Yeah. What was that? Spider-Man giving up on being narcissistic.
Oh.
Oh, that was the best joke last week, I think.
I thought that was more than a week ago.
Really?
I thought it was like 2 weeks ago. Maybe
I don't
I'm
know.
off.
Maybe I've just been laughing about it for over a week. I don't remember. That was just really funny.
Yeah, she makes some pretty funny videos. I mean, not intentionally, of course, but I mean, I don't know, there's some comedy gold there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Especially when she's trying to be funny and she's not, but that in itself is so funny.
Yeah.
I love the reverse logic of that.
I like some of the comedy Destiny brings out when they're trying to be funny, when they're trying to be, you know, clever, doing these little things which they think, oh, it might get us some attention. You know, I can't remember which one did it. It was one of the women involved in Destiny did their version of a shampoo advert. And they called it Aqua. You know, it's just water.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, do you remember that one? I can't remember who did it. It might have been...
I don't remember who did it either, but I remember seeing that, I think.
Yeah, one of the girls on the farm. And it's just, you know, like they're trying to be comical. And some people, you know, said, you know, lol and things like that, who weren't Destonians. But there weren't, obviously there weren't any comments saying, you know, what on earth, or this is terrible, like you'd see with any other, like, rubbish, like, you know, spoofy sort of video, you know.
Well, they delete all the bad comments, so obviously no one said that.
True.
But they did, but no one got to read it.
Yeah.
That must be so exhausting to know and to have to suppress the knowledge of how many people actually think you suck.
Yeah.
That must be so... I mean, I'd be devastated if I had to go around all my videos and check for negative comments and delete them and hope that nobody has seen them in the meantime, and then realize how many people think I'm completely stupid.
Yeah. I mean...
Yeah, what was it you were talking about with Spam Man? She made some video about, I delete comments because people have potty mouths or something. You know... I want to say, that's not the only reason you delete comments. There are other reasons you delete comments.
She just randomly deletes comments of people she doesn't like, for whatever reason.
You know, I love that element where they can be, well, they can call themselves self-honest, and yet everything they seem to do is the mirror opposite of any form of honesty I've ever heard of. You know... It's like, oh, we're deleting comments because of, like, as you say, people with potty mouths, yeah, they do swears. That's the reason why removing the comments. It's got nothing to do with them like questioning the cult belief or saying that my points are stupid and illogical. No, it's because they got potty mouths, and I can't stand people with potty mouths. Yeah,
male Destiny members sometimes really like to use the word fuck.
Yeah.
A lot, like 5 times in one sentence. Wow, it's like when Valley girls say totally and like every 2 words. Pretty much like that, only with the word fuck instead.
Yeah, well, I think it's very telling when, a group of people either ban or block you, and then the opposition doesn't ban or block. Like, I don't have any of them banned or blocked. I mean, they can come and talk to me whenever they want to. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even block Troll Friend. He turned out to be rather nice when you let him talk. What's that guy's name in real? I think that was the Dirty Jesus guy, right? Who just likes to spam and post under many different addresses, and it turns out he just cannot properly communicate, but he really likes it when people just listen or read to whatever he said, and then he's happy, and afterwards he comes and deletes all of his comments himself. But if you block him or delete it, he gets really angry. So apparently that's it. He can be a really nice guy, apparently, if you let him talk first. And then
you might want to clarify he's not a Destonian.
Yeah, no, not really. He just hangs around with Destonians a lot, and he digs a net, and he thinks Batman got a nice ass, I think. But I think that's her own fault because she talks about her ass all the time. That's so sick.
I dread to think what some of these people do when they're on Skype. To be entirely fair, I dread to think.
Yeah.
Because some of them sound a bit risky. They sound a bit, a bit interesting to say the least.
Yeah, and they like talking about genitals.
Definitely.
Well, sex is one of their most favorite topics. They love to talk about. They can talk that topic to death.
You know when I say sex is only a topic when you don't have any.
That's
Otherwise,
true.
it's not a problem.
You get some of the most sexually repressed people, and they're talking about it continuously, and it's precisely what you say. The Destonians are just doing that, basically. They're just there, trying to make it seem like, they know this, they know that, they can do this, they can do that, but they're basically obsessed with, obviously just, sex. What the hell? It's like...
I saw this thing once. This was amazing. This what's the guy who's doing all the cheap sweatshop merchandise for Destiny? Valentin, that's his name. He wrote. He talked in detail on the Destiny website about some sexual encounter he had.
Okay.
And I'm not kidding. He talked about it like 13-year-old girls who write fan fiction.
Okay.
And I sometimes read PG-rated fan fiction because it's so funny, because no one who's writing fan fiction is over the age of 16. And they got the weirdest ideas about sex, and it's so hilarious. And that grown man, like approaching 40, I don't know, he wrote about his having sex with a woman that he didn't actually like, but he thought she might be good Destiny material. And he used all the fan fiction words that all the little girls use. He even called his thingy his magic stick.
His magic stick? What is he, Harry Potter?
I don't know. It actually sounded like a Harry Potter fanfiction, to be quite accurate, but Harry Potter goes more into the slash direction, like boy-on-boy stuff.
He was waving around his magic stick saying stupefy.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
But he talked about achieving the greatest orgasm possible, and I'm like, did you even ask the girl afterwards how she liked it? I don't think he did. He didn't mention that. So he talked about this, and it was really just this braggy little girl kind of stuff that she was saying.
What you don't understand is she knew in quantum time.
Yeah, let's throw some quantum theory. Anyway, and then this Hilda woman, she came in and she said, "You sound like you're trying to make people jealous." I'm like, yeah, well, she has a point. And she got bitched at. She also got kicked out of the forum for being too good at Destibot, because she goes and turns the Destiny logic around on them and says, "You're dishonest there, you're bragging, you're full of yourself." And I'm like, yeah, she's totally right. I mean, everyone can see it except for themselves. And then she gets banned because she actually does that stuff that they all say they do.